10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Mahinder
And I am Kalum. Together we invite you
to the 6th Fun with English program.
English is for you, English is for me.
This English is for all of us, let's learn it eagerly.
English is for you, English is for me.
One day we know that all of us will speak it fluently.
No matter how old we are, no matter from where we are,
we all just have one wish to learn to speak English.
So join us, won't you please, for the 6th one with English.
on Sunday 14th November, sharp at 10 remember.
English is for you, English is for me. This English is for all of us, let's learn it eagerly.
Ayubowan. Let's begin the 6th Fun with English program in real Sri Lankan style by lighting the traditional oil lamp.
To do the honors, we cordially invite
Coordinator English Club VOBSL and resource person Miss Kubuduni Vikramasiri.
resource person in charge 6th Fun with English program, Miss Chalika Karunaratne.
Resource person English Club VOBSL Miss Sunila Ratnayaka.
Chairman, Voice of Blind Society, Mr. Sudesh Taranga.
And the gentleman who conceived the idea of forming English Club VOBSL, Mr. Rasika Tilak de Silva.
We also invite 2 participants to join in the lighting of the oil lamp. Good morning, everyone, teachers and friends. It's another second Sunday of the month, and we bring you the 6th Fun with English program. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you and hope you will all enjoy what we have lined up for you today as much as we enjoyed getting ready for it. So, without much ado, let's get on with the program. So, I hand over to Sujata and Jayasundara Ayya, our companions today, to get things rolling.
Thank you, Kalum. That was Kalum Surige, one of the 2 organizers of today's program. Let's kick off with the song. The second organizer, Mahinda Navaratna, is all set to welcome you with the rendition of our Sinhala classic, Nim Him Sevva. Take it away, Mahinda.
When did I miss you, my love? Was it yesterday, today, or tomorrow? When did I leave you, my love? Was it yesterday, today, or tomorrow? Only in time, eternal I know. This love, is it real, is it true? Was it yesterday, today, or tomorrow that we met, my love, me and you? When did I miss you, my love?
Was it yesterday, today, or tomorrow? I'll say over my love for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Only in time eternal I'll know this love, is it real, is it true? Was it yesterday, today, or tomorrow that we met, my love, me and you? Nimen sewa masasare Ahui yudayin dadete Rammi vendi marin marin Obahama ranuye tini beduna When did I miss you, my love? Was it yesterday, today, or tomorrow? I'll say over my love for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Obahama ranuye tini bedune for yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
That was beautiful, Mahindaya. Thank you. Next, let's find out what happened to a little blind girl and her parents in the play, The Gift.
In a remote village lived Buddhini, a little blind girl, and her parents. Her parents were illiterate and they didn't have much money. But they loved their daughter very much and made sure that their daughter got a good education. At the grade 5 scholarship exam, Buddhini got the highest marks in the district. Everyone was very proud of her and gave her many presents. Among these presents was the laptop.
Ape Mattya, I am so proud of our daughter, even with her disability. She has done better than all the other children in this village.
Yes, Hamini, you are right. I am also very proud of her.
Where is she?
She is in her room, going through all the presents she has got. She is having fun opening all the parcels. You should see her face, Mattya. She is smiling from ear to ear all the time.
Amma, Appachi, come here. What is this, Appachi?
I don't know, Dua. I have never seen anything like that. Let me see.
I am sure it is a toy for you, Dua.
Look here, Appachi. There's a wire cord. Shall we plug it in?
I don't know, Dua. What if we break it because we don't know how it works?
Ape Mattya, why don't you go and get Mahadanamutta? He is the wisest man in the village and he'll be able to help us.
You are right, Hamini. I'll go and get him right away.
Dua, don't do anything till I get back.
The villagers always went to Mahadanamutta for good advice. So the father hurried off to the wattle and daub house where Mahadanamutta lived. Mahadanamutta agreed to help because He too was very proud of Buddhini, who had done very well at the scholarship exam.
Ini panca, Robadaya, Puabarilla, Polbamona, Kodugitaya. Where are you, my dear pupils? Come here, come here. Today we have to help Buddhini. Yes, we have to help Buddhini. Let's go at once. Bring along my Ola Leaf book of advice. Ini panca.
Ayubowan Mahadana Mutta. Thank you for coming. Please come this way. It's in my daughter's room.
Hello, Buddhini Dua. We are all so proud of you. You are a good girl. One day you should be like your parents, who are intelligent enough to know the right person to call in a situation like this. Let's look at this strange item. Where is it?
Here it is, Mahadana Mutta.
My dear pupils, see what you can do.
I'll just open this lid. I think it's a new type of slate. Look, it has letters on it. I think you should write on this upper glass part. Dua, I'll make your table to keep it on.
But there is a wire cord.
Oh, is that so? Let me plug it in. Let's see what happens.
Wait a minute. Let me calculate an auspicious time to switch it on. Now's the right time. Go ahead. Switch it on quickly. Go to Kitaya.
Where's the switch? This must be it. Here we go.
It's turning on to there's a bright light coming from the upper part.
Username edit.
Who is there?
Password edit.
Oh, Mutta. Someone's talking to us from inside. Mutte, what shall we do?
Let me listen carefully. Can you understand what he is saying?
Username edit. Password edit.
Username, Passawada. That's what he's saying.
I think it's a demon. That's why he doesn't tell us his name. He is making this thing ill.
Then let's do a sunnier to get rid of him. That's what we do. When someone is ill, shall we call the shaman Mutte?
Let me look again. Oh, here is the problem. Look, there is a padlock. We can't get that man out until we open this lock. Indikata Pancha, bring my Ola Leaf book. Let's check what to do.
Here it is, Mutte.
Yes, we have to break it open since we don't have the key. Rabadaya, get me your hammer. I will break it myself.
Mahadana Mutta and his 5 pupils leave happily thinking that they solved the problem.
Appachi, Amma, they destroyed my gift.
Dear friends, I hope you learned today that when you seek assistance, you should seek it from a competent person and not from someone who pretends to know solutions to every problem, like Mahadana Mutta. Narrator Nalini Ranasinghe.
Mother, Leena Doluveera.
Father, Nimal Jayaratna.
Buddhini, Nilanthi Hemalata.
Mahadana Mutta, Rasika De Silva.
Rabbada Ayya, Sarath Kumar Madugaswatta.
Kodugitaya, Saman Kumar.
Wabbadilla Sirikata Jayaveer.
Indikatu Pancha, Vasanta Pushpa Kumar.
Polbamuna, Dilan Madhusankar.
What a valuable piece of advice. Thank you everyone for your super performance. Now we invite Nilmini Krishanti to relate a story about a student who outsmarted the teacher with his sharp wit.
Hello friends, today I am going to relate a story about Mahatma Gandhi. This may not be a true story, but it is a witty one, so I thought of sharing it with you. When Mahatma Gandhi was studying law at the university, his English lecturer was Professor Peters. Professor Peters was prejudiced against deaf people. He disliked Mahatma Gandhi. He was set on humiliating Mahatma Gandhi whenever he could. One day, Professor Peters was having lunch at the dining room of the university, and Mahatma Gandhi came along with his tray and sat at the same table. The professor, in his arrogance, said, "Mr. Gandhi, you don't understand. A pig and a bird don't sit together to eat." Mahatma Gandhi coolly replied, "Don't worry, Professor, I'll fly away." And he went to sit at another table. Professor Peters was furious and decided to take revenge. During his next lesson, he asked Mahatma Gandhi, "Mr. Gandhi, if you are walking down the street and find a package, and within it there is a bag of wisdom and another bag with a lot of money, which one would you take?" Without hesitating, Gandhi responded, "The one with the money, of course." Professor Peters said, "Aha, I thought as much. If I were you, I would have taken the wisdom." "Each one takes what one doesn't have," responded Gandhi indifferently. This made the professor turn red with anger. The following day, Professor Peters gave Mahatma Gandhi a very difficult test paper, hoping he would fail. But to his dismay, Mahatma Gandhi had answered all the questions correctly. Professor Peters, who was hysteric, writes on the test paper the word "idiot" and returns it. Mahatma Gandhi takes the test paper and sits down, taking a few moments to think how to react. A few minutes later, Mahatma Gandhi goes to the professor and says, "Mr. Peters, you signed the test paper, but you forgot to give me the grade." Hope you enjoyed this humorous story. Thank you for listening.
That certainly was a witty story. Thank you, Nilmini. In our lineup, we have another beautiful song. Here's Lakshmini Vasana and Shashinal Somadasa to entertain you.
Joni was the girl who lived next door. I've known her, I guess, 10 years or more. Joni wrote me a note one day, and this is what she had to say.
Jimmy, please say you wait for me. I'll grow up someday, you'll see. Saving all my kisses just for you. Sign with love forever true.
Slowly I read her note once more. Then I went over to her house next door. Her teardrops fell like rain that day when I told Joni what I had to say. forget me by and by. You're just 15, I'm 22. And Joni, I just can't wait for you. So I left a little hometown, got me a job and tried to settle down. But these words kept haunting my memory, the words that Joni said to me.
Jimmy, please say you wait for me. I'll grow up someday, you'll see. Saving all my kisses just for you. Silent love forever true.
I packed my clothes and I got a plane. I had to see Joy, I had to explain how my heart was filled with her memory. And asked my Joni if she'd marry me. I ran all the way to the house next door, but things weren't like they were before. My teardrops fell like rain that day when I heard what Joni had to say.
Jimmy, Jimmy, please don't cry. You forget me by and by. It's been 5 years since you've been gone. Jimmy, I married your best friend John.
I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you, Vasana and Shashinal. Next up, we have a recitation by Malsha Subhasinghe and Ruini Sasantika. Dear friends, how would you like to go up in the swing? Let's enjoy this childhood favorite.
The Swing by Robert Louis Stevenson. How do you like to go up in the swing? Up in the air so blue. Oh, I do think it's the pleasantest thing ever a child can do. Up in the air and over the wall, till I can see so wide. Rivers and trees and cattle and all over the countryside. Till I look down on the garden green, down on the roof so brown. Up in the air I go flying again, up in the air and down. Thank you both Masha and Ruvini for taking us back to our childhood. Let's now see what happens to Ishani Pradipika when she tries to order a pizza. Ishani, it's time for you to call Pizza Hut.
Hello, is this Pizza Hut?
No, madam, it's Google Pizza.
Oh, I must have dialed a wrong number. Sorry.
No, madam, Google bought Pizza Hut last month.
Okay, I'd like to order a pizza.
Do you want your usual, madam?
My usual? Do you know me?
According to our caller ID data sheet, the last 12 times you called you ordered an extra large pizza with cheese, bacon, pepperoni and meatballs on a thick crust.
Super. That's what I'll have.
May I suggest that this time you order a pizza with mushrooms, sun-dried tomatoes and olives on a whole wheat thin crust?
I don't want veg pizza.
Your cholesterol is not good, madam.
How the hell do you know that?
Well, we cross-referenced your home phone number with your medical records. We have the result of your blood tests for the last 7 years.
Okay, But I don't want your rotten veg pizza. I already take medication for my cholesterol.
Excuse me, madam, but you have not taken your medication regularly. According to our database, you purchased only a box of 30 cholesterol tablets once at Union Chemists, 4 months ago.
I bought more from another pharmacy.
That doesn't show on your credit card statement.
I paid in cash.
But you did not withdraw enough cash according to your bank statement.
I have other sources of cash.
That doesn't show on your latest tax returns, unless you bought them using an undeclared income source, which is against the law.
What the hell?
I'm sorry, madam. We use such information only with the sole intention of helping you.
Oh, enough already. I'm sick to death of Google, Facebook, WhatsApp and all the others. I am going to an island without the internet, TV, where there is no phone service and no one to watch me or spy on me.
I understand, madam, but you need to renew your passport first. It expired 6 weeks ago.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Thank you, Ishani. That was hilarious. Let's now listen to a radio program. Channel VOBSL brings you mud and music.
This is Mud and Music. Brought to you by Channel VOBSL. Welcome to the show. On our panel today we have, representing the government, Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Veera Kattiya, Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs Professor LG, and from the opposition, Member of Parliament Mrs. Warunika Kolonnawa. Let me ask you the first question, Professor. Why did you change your ministry?
Well, according to Article 14 of the Constitution, teachers and principals have the freedom of speech and expression. But I cannot tolerate what they say about me on social media. Therefore, I decided to swap portfolios with Guni. I am confident that with my legal academic background, I will be more successful in the foreign ministry.
I understand, Professor. I wish you all the best in your new post. Madam, cost of living is very high these days, isn't it? People are constantly complaining about the high prices of essential goods.
Yes, the government is turning a blind eye to this issue. Shame on them.
What nonsense. We ended the war, developed the country, and we will soon bring relief to our people. You wait and see.
Won the war, won the war, won the war. That's all they know to say. But the price of the essential goods is skyrocketing.
We have taken off import taxes of all essential goods. Are you happy now?
Ane, what bullshit, Ranga. He never goes marketing. So he doesn't know how much things cost.
Abehamdurane, how on earth can he say like that? Haven't you seen me on TV carrying babies at Sunday fairs? I'll get you for this. Hurry.
I think it's time for a musical break. Honorable Prime Minister, you have selected a nice one for us. Why did you select this song?
Well, this song reminds me of my cabinet.
Okay then, let's listen to our Honorable Prime Minister's choice.
Oh, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Up there they all are standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. You give him a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said. He said, oh, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Every ball you throw will make me rich. There stands me wife, the idol of me life, singing roller, bowler, bowl, a penny a pig. Singing roller, bowler, bowl, a penny a pig. Singing roller, bowler, bowl, a penny a pig. Roller, bowler, bowl, roller, bowler, ball, singing roller, bowler, bowl, a penny a pitch, a pitch, a pitch, a pitch, a roller, a bowler, just roller, a bowler, just roller, bowler, ball, a penny, a penny, a penny, a penny, a penny, a pitch.
Host G.D. Vasanta Pushpakumara, Professor L.G. Sanjeeva Rodrigo, Prime Minister Veerakatiya Priyantha Harendranath, Mrs. Varunika Kolonnava Harshani Kaushalya.
I couldn't believe my ears. You sounded like the real politicians we know. Thank you for that wonderful performance. Here's another item which will rekindle our childhood memories. Diluka Nishadini is ready to sing Lavenders Blue from the movie Cinderella. All yours, Nishadini.
Lavenders blue, dilly dilly, lavenders green. When I am queen, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Who told you so, dilly dilly, who told you so? 'Twas my own heart, dilly dilly, that told me so. Call up your men, dilly dilly, set them to work. Some to the plough, dilly dilly, some to the fork. Some to make hay, dilly dilly, some to cut corn. While you and I, dilly dilly, keep ourselves warm. Lavenders green, dilly dilly, lavenders blue. If you love me, dilly dilly, I will love you. Let the birds sing, dilly dilly, and the lambs play. We shall be safe, dilly dilly, out of harm's way. I love to dance, dilly dilly, I love to sing. When I am queen, dilly dilly, you'll be my king. Who told me so, dilly dilly, who told me so? I told myself, dilly dilly, I told me so.
What a lovely song. Thank you, Diluka. It's now time to enjoy Gayan banter about his trip to Africa with a group of friends.
Hey guys, guess what? We went on an African safari last holiday. We camped near a river.
Was it very hot over there?
Yes, it was so hot that we had to take our fridge as well.
Come on, you're pulling our legs.
No, seriously. Good that we took it. One day, a giraffe wandered near our camp and I put him into the fridge.
How on earth did you do that?
Well, can you guys guess? It took me only 3 steps.
You bend the giraffe by the neck, tug in his legs, and roll him into a ball.
No, that's not how I did it.
I'm clueless.
Okay, we give up. Tell us how you did it.
Open the door, put the giraffe in, and close the door. Just only 3 steps.
Knowing you, I thought it was going to be an answer like that.
The next day, there came an elephant stomping towards our camp. How do you think I put him in the fridge?
The same way as the giraffe. Open the door, put the elephant in and close the door.
Absolutely not. You guys are not creative with the answers. You forgot that the giraffe is still in the fridge. So I opened the door, took the giraffe out, put the elephant in and shut the door.
Oh, silly me. Why didn't I think of that?
That same evening, we got to know that the lion living across the river was having a big party for his birthday. He had invited all the animals in the area. Every animal had come except for one. Which animal do you think didn't come to the party?
I am sure it was the rabbit. He would have been afraid that the lion would eat him.
No. I think it was the snail. He's so slow that he couldn't come in time.
Any other guesses?
None at all. We give up.
Well, you nitwits forgot that the elephant was in the fridge. How could he go to the party if he's in there? I was very curious. I wanted to go to the party, but I had to cross the river, which was full of huge crocodiles. I didn't have a raft. All I had was a fridge. Any idea how I got across?
You floated over on the fridge?
A fridge with an elephant in it would have sunk immediately.
You made loud noises to scare away the crocodiles?
As if crocodiles would get scared of loud noises.
We give up once again. Tell us how you crossed the river with all those crocodiles.
You guys are really stupid. Don't you remember that all the animals went to the party? That means the crocodiles also went to the party. So I swam across the river without any danger.
Names of performers: Gayan Chandima, Ravindra Atapattu, Asun Nayanajit, Mekala Gamagi, Anjali Chaturangika, Issa Jayaratna, Isuru Ayeshmi, and Sandeep Misara.
Thank you for that entertaining performance. I myself tried to guess the answers to the questions, but was not successful. Next up, we have the morning news telecast brought to you by Nilmini Patrage and Chandana De Silva. Let's see what's on the news. Good morning, this is Nilmini Patrage
and Chandana De Silva with the BOBSL Rise and Shine Morning News.
Headlines first. A talking dead man surprises medical staff. A woman charged for mistreating her stepdaughter. The Japanese hold an office chair Grand Prix.
First, the local news. A man who claimed to be dead was brought to the Nerolo hospital last evening. Kusal Hamilage Kirihami, a farmer, was believed to be dead, but his wife had been brought to hospital, hoping the doctors could bring him back to life. The medical staff was surprised when the dead man spoke. He vouched that he died having a bath from the public well.
Moving on to the foreign news. A woman in the UK pleaded guilty to child abuse charges. The neighbors alerted the police about Lady Tremaine ill-treating her stepdaughter Cinderella ever since her husband and the child's father passed away. She had not harmed the child physically, but abused her psychologically and made her a servant in her own home.
Now for sports news. In 2019, Japan started a crazy competition called the Office Chair Grand Prix. Teams need to race around a special course wheeling along themselves in common plastic office chairs. Safety comes first and everyone in this race has to wear a helmet. The team which completes the most number of laps in 2 hours is the winner. The winning team walks off with the grand prize of a huge bag of rice. This year too, the competition was held in the city of Hanyu with the participation of 55 teams.
That's all for now. Thanks for joining us today and hope to see you again tomorrow with more news.
Thank you, Nilmini and Chandana. Now it's my pleasure to invite the resource person in charge, Ms. Shalika Karunaratne, to speak a few words. Ms. Shalika, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Jayasundara. Good morning, everyone. I've been asked to share with you how we went about putting together the 6th Fun with English program. Initially, I didn't want to speak at all, but then Callum and Mahinder persistently insisted that I do. I refused not out of arrogance, but simply because I strongly believe that it is the learners who should be in the limelight and not us, the resource persons. After all, we created Fun with English to provide a platform for those who are learning English to get rid of their fear of speaking in English by taking part in items. This is exactly why we selected only learners for this show. There were 34 of them altogether, including the 2 organizers. The only criteria that we considered for selecting participants was their eagerness and enthusiasm and not their fluency in English. Mahinder, Callum and myself, we were intent on making this a learning opportunity for the participant as much as a fun one. So, as the resource person in charge, I had the arduous task of guiding and training these participants, and we spent hours and hours practicing, repeating, recording, repeating, re-recording, and sometimes repeating and re-recording all over again. Actually, I applaud their resilience and positive attitude. This show may not have been what you would call an outstanding production, because that was never our goal. But I can assure you that every participant did his or her very best, and in the process they learnt new words, they learnt how to pronounce unfamiliar words, and above everything they were able to put aside any inhibition they had of speaking in English. So I'm very happy that we were able to achieve the main objective of Fun with English. And my only hope is that our efforts would have encouraged the learners in the audience today to speak in English without any reluctance in the future. I must confess that I was not alone in this endeavor. The 2 organizers, Callum and Mahinder, gave me their fullest support. In fact, I'm very glad that I picked the two of them because they took upon their shoulders the heavy burden of coordinating and seeing that everything went smoothly. And this took a heavy load off me. During organizing committee meetings, they spent endless hours brainstorming on how best to make this program a productive one for the participants. And all three of us vehemently agreed that we would not include persons who are fluent in English in any of the items, but rather give every opportunity to the learners for them to improve their English. So hats off to the two of you, Callum and Mahinder, for a job well done, and thank you very much for organizing this program with so much passion. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Ishani Pradeepika, Kasun Nayanajit, Nilmini Krishanti, and Rasika Tilak, from whom we had a lot of help with technology. Callum also chipped in with his tech-savvy skills, and if not for their fine-tuning, this show would not have been what it was today. I am also very happy to say that every technological aspect of this show was handled only by vision-impaired persons. So many thanks to the five of you for ungrudgingly sharing your ICT skills with us. Let me also acknowledge the guest performance by our good friend Ranga Silva. Thank you, Ranga, for lending your voice to the 6th Fun with English promo clip. I don't wish to speak at length, but I must say that all in all, this was a novel experience for me, and I thoroughly enjoyed every bit of it, even though it seemed quite a daunting task at the very beginning. Before I go, I'd like to give big high fives to each and every one of the 34 participants for their contribution and for being so cooperative. Thank you very much for your commitment. Finally, I've completed my lap, and now the baton is in Sunila Mrs. hand, and it's time for me to take a breather. So before I end, I'd like to thank everyone who joined us today, and I'd like to wish all of you a pleasant day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shalika, for your insights. The points you mentioned will be useful for future organizers of Fun with English program. I now call upon Mahinda Navaratna to deliver the vote of thanks and mark the end of this program. Although every beginning has an end, every end will lead to a new beginning. Mahindaya, over to you.
Thank you, Sujatanangi. Dear teachers and friends, as Frank Sinatra sang, now the end is near, and so we face the final curtain. But before we let you go to your mouth-watering lunch, grant me a few minutes to thank everyone who contributed towards the success of this program. I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the teachers and other resource persons of the English Club VOBSL who helped us improve our English. Special thanks go out to Ms. Shalika Karunaratna, who served as the advisor and guided us from scratch to the end product. Next, I thank each and every person who took part in items. You are really great. You overcame your fear of speaking English in public. I hope you learned something new by participating in this program. The same goes to all our listeners. I hope you too were able to learn something new, perhaps even a single new word. A big thank you to our superb audience for joining us today to witness the hard work of our friends. We have to say a special thank you to our good friend Rasika De Silva. He certainly has been a strength to us in organizing this event. Finally, we express our sincere gratitude to each and every one of you who helped us in numerous ways, including technical support, to make this Fun with English program run smoothly. The end of this show brings us hope of yet another program to come. Just as a phoenix rises from the ashes of its predecessor, next month our beloved Miss Sunila Ratnayaka will help two other organizers to bring you a fine show. Until then, goodbye and stay safe.
Thank you, Mahinder. My friends, please stick around for the list of participants.
Credits: Anjali Chaturangika, Chandana D. Silva, Dilan Madhushankar,
Diluka Nishadini,
Gayan Chandima, Harshani Kaushalya, Ishani Pradeepika, Isuru Ayeshmi, Jayasundara M, Kasun Nayanajit, Kalum Prasanna, Lakmini Vasana, Leena Doluvira, Mahinda Navaratna, Malsha Subasingha, Mekala Gamage, Nalini Ranasingha, Nilanti Hemalata, Nilmini Krishanti, Nilmini Patirage, Nimal Jayaratna, Priyanta Harendranath, Rasika Tilak De Silva, Ravindra Atapattu, Druvani Sasantika, Saman Kumar, Sandeep Mehisara, Sanjeeva Rodrigo, Sarath Kumar Madugaswatta, Shasinal Somadasa, Sirikata Jayavira, Sujata Damayanti, Tissa Jayaratna, Vasanta Pushpakumara GD, Vasanta Pushpakumara K, and guest performance by Ranga Silva.